Okja is a Netflix original film directed and written by Joon-ho and it stars Tilda Swinton, Jake Gyllenhaal, Steve Yeun, Paul Dano, and Seo Hyun-an. And this tells the story of the beautiful friendship between Mija and Okja. Mija is a young woman who was raised on the mountains, and she has raised this little super pig. Super pigs are a creation of the Mirando Corporation, and they have spread 26 super pigs for 10 years throughout the world to grow up with farmers. After 10 years, these 26 super pigs are being gathered and they are going to be choppy chopped meaty. They want to eat the super pigs, and so you have Mija trying to go after her best friend Okja and try to save her. We also meet some characters that are part of an animal protections group, and we go into the corporation of Mirando. I was damn surprised by this movie. I'm a huge fan of the director. I'm a huge fan of this type of storytelling, and this movie, beyond my hype, surprised me. This is a movie with such a clever script. This is one of the most intelligent scripts of this year, maybe of 2016 as well. Okja has such a structure to it, and such a vision, and such a way of telling its story. It's very unique within itself. But beyond unique, it's smart and intelligent and clever. It raises questions and it makes you ask those questions and put some perspectives into thought. This movie features corporations, it features animal rights groups, and it doesn't paint either on a complete black and white light. All of them have shades of gray, and the movie displays that beautifully without ever having to deviate from the story. And it's very smart in the way it does it. The movie doesn't go away from the story to focus on the animal rights groups or to focus on the corporation. It always flows with the story to showcasing these aspects of both these two entities that are against each other, never stopping to tell you how these people work, how they think. We are not stupid. It's 2017. We know that corporations are bad and animal rights groups are good people. Are they really? The questions of morality in this movie are very much implied, and again, the movie demands you to ask certain questions. If you agree with these characters, if you agree with those characters, and I repeat, it doesn't paint anyone on a complete black or white light. Everyone has their flaws. Everyone has things that don't exactly make you root for them, and by the end of the film, you don't know exactly who you should root for besides the animals. The relationship between Mija and Okja is beautiful. Throughout the film, you see the relationship grow, you see how much they mean to each other, and it's hard to take in some of the aspects of this movie because it's pretty tough to see. If you like animals, it's not a movie that you can digest very well. I did not need to stop this movie or anything, but there are just some things that are very tough to watch. Tilda Swinton is absolutely fantastic. She is tremendous in this film, and she has an interesting dimension to her character. There's a conflict with her and her family, and now she acquired the company, and then there's something they want to do with her and the sister that was the previous owner of the company. I can't exactly call it a flaw, but it's pretty obvious what they want to do with it from the start, as well as what they want to do with the Giancarlo Esposito character. It's pretty obvious what he's there to do, what side he is on. But Jake Gyllenhaal, my god, whenever he's on screen, he steals this movie. He's this very exuberant, eccentric, flamboyant animal lover doctor. He goes out and he's basically a parody of Steve Irwin and all those people you see on TV that go and look at this animal, he's very rare, blah blah blah. And I just wish Netflix would greenlight a spoof series where we follow magic animals with Dr. Johnny and Jake Gyllenhaal as the star. He is brilliant in this film, and there is one sequence with him and Okja that is straight out of a horror film. It's tough. It's just very tough. Again, I did not need to stop this movie, but I understand if people will need to. And the movie does take a few turns that I was not expecting. This movie is not American whatsoever. It's storytelling, the script, the direction, the sensibilities, the messages, the powerful messages of this movie, they are very Korean, and I was so happy to see that displayed on screen. I mean, it was one of the most gratifying feelings I had watching this film, was to see how much not American it was. And this movie does have powerful messages and powerful commentary on social media, on corporations, on how we live with and how we treat animals. Are we right? Is our morality in question in this movie? Absolutely it is. And the symbolism throughout this film as well is beautiful. Some of the most beautiful symbolism and subtle I have ever seen lately. The movie is also very smart in the way that the first half of this movie has very funny moments. It's very light-hearted. It does have drama in it, but it really keeps you laughing. It keeps you in a good mood with these characters, following their stories, seeing their beautiful friendship and how much they mean to each other. And you get that right from the first sequence of this movie. But then the first half comes in and it's heavy drama, where that section that I spoke about briefly with Jake Gyllenhaal and Okja, that's straight out of a horror film, and the movie does balance those two tones pretty damn excellently. It asks questions. Again, I must emphasize that this movie asks questions, and you can't finish this movie and not have those questions in mind and having a conversation with yourself, raising questions of morality, of the way you live, of the way you look at companies, and of the way you look at animal rights movements and whatnot. It's a powerful, powerful movie with so much depth to it. The cinematography is also gorgeous. Absolutely. Even the CGI is fabulous. There is one shot here or there where you can notice it, especially one shot where Jake Gyllenhaal is having his hand touch Okja, and it's noticeable, but again, it's very nitpicky because throughout the CGI is fabulous. And the direction is also amazing. The way Joon-ho moves the camera around, he really does take his time telling this story. The movie never feels slow-paced like it's dragging, but it also never feels like it's rushing through things and anticipating the ending just to get there and not caring about the rest of the story. It has a fantastic world and characters, a beautiful friendship to highlight it all. It has great direction, a fantastic script, and powerful and poignant messages and commentary on society today and on what it can become. Besides the little nitpickies I have with CGI, they are there, but they are nitpicky. Okja, I can confidently say, is one of my favorite movies of the year at this moment, because Okja is absolutely a collector's item. What did you think of Okja, my beautiful geekies? Did you enjoy it? Did you not? What is your favorite movie from Joon-ho? Let me know in the comments below. Tomorrow, my review of Spider-Man Homecoming is coming. I can't wait to share my non-spoilers thoughts with you guys, and I will release a spoilers review by the time the movie comes out next week. This is going to be awesome. Thank you so much for watching, my beautiful geekies. You guys are the freaking best. I love you all from the bottom of my heart. And until tomorrow with Spidey, you stay beautiful, you stay geeky, and if you haven't done so yet, click the subscribe button and the bell so you can be geeky united!